Somebody who I will never know sent me a journal for Avatar many years ago. And I read through that journal and I was intrigued by the stories, but mostly by the success stories, because the success stories were what I wanted. I wanted that feeling. I wanted that success. I wanted that change. And truthfully, I got to the very end and I looked at the prices and I said, well, I'll never pay that. I'll never do that. So I let it sit and sit and sit for years, but my desire to do the Avatar course was continual. And I had a big change in my life, and I looked at all the things I hadn't done in my life that I really wanted to experience, and at the very top of the list was Avatar. And I asked myself, what has this cost you in interest, all these years of not doing something you really wanted to do? And I decided it was worth whatever the cost to have the experience and fulfill that desire, and that's how I got to my first Avatar course. It was a life-changing decision. It was the correct decision. It was the best decision, and I clearly knew all along that I was supposed to be here, and that's what had driven me all those years with that desire. I think whatever you want to call that, your higher self, your best self, was telling me, you really need to take this course. I don't deny myself what's right for me and positive for me and the rest of the planet. Obviously, if I'm a better person, it's great for the rest of the planet. Everyone's going to benefit that I come across, whether they work a cash register in the grocery store or it's someone I'm letting in who's another driver on the freeway, or someone in my family or my life or I work with, or I just am cleaning up my own stuff and it's lightening up the load for the rest of the planet. But the answer is I don't deny myself those things, and now I recognize that when I have that draw to do something, such as an Avatar, that is exactly what I'm supposed to do. The rest will take care of itself. I've recreated my whole self since I first took Avatar. I look different. I look completely different. My life is completely different. And the way I handle myself is different. Just to be really specific, first of all, I think I was a really nervous person when I started Avatar. I was very self-conscious. I was very aware of what I thought was my image, and just really nervous talking to people. In fact, so much so I think I was probably a pretty big personality just to compensate for what didn't feel so big inside. And now I'm just very calm and connecting with people, and I feel good and safe. It's a great feeling. I was overweight when I started Avatar, and that was a battle I had my whole life. I would diet, and then I gained the weight, and I diet, and I could never stay in one place with my body, but I was never happy with my body either. And through Avatar, I used one of the tools that completely dismantled something that I held on to for so long that kept me just captured in that never-ending battle. And that's gone. It's completely gone. I've been a normal body size for many years, and it's a joy. It's a really joy to be beyond that and have a lot of free attention to just be here and appreciate myself. And what I do for a living is completely different. It wasn't possible for me before just because of the mindset I held about myself, and that I held on to a lot of feelings that everything was a struggle and I wasn't enough, and anyone else could, but I couldn't. And I've broken free of those things, and I just show up. I just show up to do the work, and the rest follows. And living my passion is truly the most important thing to me, to put it out there, the gifts that I've been given, and to use those because I feel like those help heal and create joy, and they certainly do in me. So, if I feel good, other people feel good. And relationships, so different. My feelings about love, about being with a partner, about friends, about who I am in friendships, how I show up in friendships. And I continue to learn in these rooms about giving. This company truly has more integrity and love, and I'm so humbled by it. It's the most amazing example of that. If there's ever a doubt about what intention and decision can create, one need only look at Harry Palmer, who decided that he wanted to create an enlightened planetary civilization, and that loving precious humanity was the most important thing to him. And he tells us that he said to his wife, Avra, that if you will find me the people, I will do this. A decision, an intention. And here we are, 67 countries showing up. I understand into the 6 digits and climbing who are doing these courses in as many languages. That was a decision and intention that is now worldwide avatar. If there is ever a doubt, look at this one man created and what we could each create if we each hold a decision and an intention and put it out there, believing we absolutely can and must do it. And I'm so grateful to him for that.